I'm gonna get a new tattoo on my dick.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Of what? A bigger dick.
Yeah.
No, it's the whole thing. It's the whole thing. It totally works. You just gotta make sure they use black ink. You get canceled for blackface. You get canceled for black dick. Cancel culture has gone too far. All right? You hear about this latest shit that got canceled last week? Band practice 3 times. Oh man, you ever try to start a band? It's like trying to herd a bunch of pretentious cats. No, that's not redundant. You know, because cats are not naturally pretentious because they actually are better than the rest of us. You got a cat? What kind of cat you got? How much you pay for it? You're paying too much for cats. You gotta give them for free. Those are free, dude. They're just giving them out. But no, I'm a musician. I like hanging out with other musicians. It's cool because musicians are just really naturally creative people. Like they're really, really good at coming up with new, fun, creative reasons why they can't make it tonight. Bass players are the fucking worst, man. They really are. Like I had a bass player cancel a show a week in advance because he was sick. Fuck, dude. I had this other one cancel. He was like, "Oh, I can't make it tonight, man, because I shattered my wrist." Right? Yeah, like that's a thing that actually happens. And then he sent me a picture of the X-ray, and he did shatter his wrist. But then I was looking at it, and I'm like, dude, that's his left hand. He's right-handed. Come on. You're trying to pretend like bass players use more than one hand. So I was busking the other day. Y'all know what busking is? You do? Wow. For those of you who know what busking is, you should get a real job. For those of you who don't know what busking is, it's a lot like begging. You just go out on the street corner with a hat and people put money in it, but it's not technically begging because you're playing a mandolin. Right? That's exactly what I wanted on my walk to the fucking supermarket. Is some asshole with a saxophone playing the Star Spangled. He wasn't even good. And I gave him $5, so yeah, not helping. But I wanted my parents to know how successful of a musician I had become. So I was like, I talked to my friend. I'm like, hey man, can you get a bunch of pictures of me busking, you know? And he did not take a bunch of pictures of me busking, but he did take a bunch of mushrooms. And he was my ride. And so I go to like pack up my drum set, and then he's just gone. And so I call him up, and I'm like, dude, where are you at? And he's like, where the fuck are you, man? We're at my house eating acid. And I was like, dude, you're on mushrooms and acid? It's like Wednesday at noon. So that part actually made sense. And I was like, what are you doing? I can tell there's a bunch of people there at his house. And he was like, we're making fucking au jus sauce, bro. And I was like, dang, dude, French dips while you're shrooming and frying? That's wild. And he's like, no, we ain't eating French dips. We're just making au jus sauce. Just a giant vat of au jus sauce. And then they started all being like, au jus. And then they were like, Danny, you got an au jus. And I'm like, I don't want fucking au jus right now. But they were like, if you don't au jus, we're going to fucking au jus you, so au jus. That's a true story. So I'm a vegan. It's a new thing I just started. And the reason why I'm a vegan is because it's because my grandma's a vegan and she's always been a really big influence in my life, you know what I mean? She's a really strong-willed person. And she's a vegan for all the right reasons. She's not doing it to try and impress anybody or anything like that. Now, my grandma, she's a vegan because she's dead. That's my time.